Good morning. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Wake up. It's another beautiful, bright, sunny day. Unless it's raining where you are, which is not here. But cock-a-doodle-doo, good morning, everybody. Time to rise and shine and have Monday. Have another Monday. Have another great, wonderful day and week. Welcome to Rooster Mode Activated. I am Dean, the Turkey Lakester. Great to have you here. If you're enjoying what you're watching, pop the like button. If you're watching this on the replay, leave me a comment below. And if you're watching the channel and you're not subscribed, I would humbly ask you would consider subscribing so you can see more of me and my stuff. So, good morning, everybody. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Good morning to Lyle. Happy Monday morning. Good morning to Robin. Happy Monday morning. Dave Stragan, good morning. Happy Monday morning. And I hope you all are doing well. And absolutely. Tim, Tennessee Bear, good morning. Happy Monday morning. Yes. So if you missed it last night, normally it's on Saturday, but last night I did my Let's Talk Turkey, celebrating 5 years on the channel. End of April, early May is the time frame I was getting ready to officially launch my channel. And so I wanted to mention that on this stream in case you missed that stream. I also announced that last night was the final Let's Talk Turkey. I am rebranding to the Turkey Lakester Zone. Same show, same content, same concept. Still on Saturday night, but instead of Let's Talk Turkey, it's the Turkey Lakester Zone. So Let's Talk Turkey is officially no more, and the Turkey Lakester Zone launches this Saturday. John Corndog, hello, good morning, happy Monday. So yeah. So without further ado, let me get into the segment of the show. That I call what in the Walt Disney World is going on. A peek at the news from the most magical place on earth. And as usual, I need to remove my beak because it's a little... You remember the masks from 2020, 2021? This is kind of like that. When your nose was covered and it bothered, especially with the glasses. But anyway, Paige, good morning, Paige. C, welcome in. Happy Monday. All right, let's do this. Let me see what I'm doing here. Close that out. Let me open up. All right, I think what I was sharing was Did I share this? Let me see if I can make this work. Just kind of sharing the, there we go. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna try. Oh wait, I gotta. Oh, never mind. Okay. So I'm gonna leave myself on here to try to do this. All right. This I only have a couple of. Oops. I only found a couple of articles from the past week that were like, felt like what I try to share on here. This was interesting. New Disney patent shows how AI could soon improve ride safety and load times. Published on April the 25th, which was Saturday. The recently patented system suggests that Disney may be looking to leverage machine learning in an effort that could streamline security checks and lessen ride dispatch times. Disney explores AI systems to verify rider safety. Disney has patented a new restraint checking system that could eventually help operators load and dispatch ride vehicles more efficiently by using cameras, sensors, and machine learning to verify that guests are properly secured. There is a figure 1A, a diagram. I don't know if that's going to mean a lot to you, but there it is. The core idea is an AI-powered restraint verification platform which consists of machine learning models collecting various data points, including live video and sensor feedback, to determine if riders are secured properly. If the system determines that the restraint is not being used properly, it can trigger an action such as notifying an operator, preventing dispatch, or otherwise flagging the issue. The system detailed by the patent aims to correct for errors that can occur during ride loading and operation, even with in-person verification from attendant cast members. Put a pin in that thought. I'm going to come back to that. A restraint might be buckled but not actually positioned correctly. A rider might sit on a belt. The belt might be extended in a way that compromises the rider's safety or comfort, and our passenger could loosen, unbuckle, or move out of a safe position after an initial check. Here's another little diagram here. This is figure 4. The system is designed to catch those situations by combining visual analysis with sensor data. The restraint verification platform is also not limited to one type of restraint. Multiple forms of restraints, including seatbelts, shoulder straps, lap bars, belt buckles, vests, and other examples, are cited in the patent. This suggests the verification process could seamlessly work with different formats of attractions, such as coasters, dark rides, tower rides, and others. There's another figure. This is figure 1C. You see that? Critically, the platform does not rely on one signal alone. The patent describes the verification process. The patent describes that the verification process could involve camera devices positioned around the passenger or ride vehicle, machine learning models trained to detect people, body parts, seats, belts, buckles, visible belt length, and restraint position. Sensor devices such as seat sensors, clasp sensors, proximity sensors, rotary encoders, microphones, RFID devices, LiDAR, or other sensing hardware rotary encoder data to determine how far a belt or restraint has been extended, comparison logic to determine whether the restraint data matches what is visible in the video. One example described in the patent involves comparing a predicted visible length of a passenger restraint from camera footage with a measured length from a sensor or rotary encoder. And so let's see, this looks like some blah, 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 blah. As always, a Disney patent does not guarantee that the technology will be installed in the parks. However, the filing does suggest that Disney may be exploring automated tools to support ride operators, improve restraint verification, and potentially reduce delays during the loading process. If the design comes to fruition, this could be the earliest hint we have at a future AI integration in the Disney parks. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Exactly, Lyle. Timothy, good morning. Timothy Rainwaters. Good morning. Dave, Dean, is your headset mic on? Oops. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. Click. Is that better? Is that better? Good morning to Timothy Rainwaters. Good morning. Happy Monday. Monarch Miracles. Hello. Happy Monday. And it's me, David T. Hello. Happy Monday. Matt Wolter. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Does that sound better? It does sound better. You know what? That's the one thing I forgot to check before I started the live stream. All right. Paul Engel, hello, good morning, happy Monday. All right, so now I gotta go back and figure out. Now I gotta go and share the next. Oh, let me talk about that. No, sorry. Let me just let me just comment really quick on Lyle kind of touched on my thoughts with his comment above about not wanting AI determine if someone is properly secured. The thing is that it's a continued computerization, automation of things that are happening, that we've seen all over the place. It's also and it's going to probably reduce the number of cast member jobs, at least a little bit. If there's, maybe, I don't know. I think hopefully they still have cast members, around, because there are so many issues that can arise. Not only despite the AI being there, but also even because of AI and the whole automated system being in place. And so I I don't want to wish failure. I don't necessarily cheer on failure, but I honestly hope that this system fails and they don't exactly do what I think they're going to do, which is try to fully automate. If they're still going to have the cast members, in the ride, loading air situation. And this is just a tool to enhance the safety. That would be one thing, but we'll have to see what happens with this. We will have to just see. Exactly, Dave. AI should assist and not replace. Exactly. All right, here's another one. Again, I only found 2 articles that make sure this shared right. Okay. I only found a couple articles that I felt like sharing. Liberty Bell Riverboat still afloat in service marina in Walt Disney World, published um, April 25th, which again was Saturday also. Months after speculation that she was going to be towed away, aerial photos show that the Liberty Bell riverboat is still intact and afloat behind the scenes at Walt Disney World. So there it is. Well, you can see that. It's there. She's right there. Oops. Well, there she is in her operational glory. There she is there at the service marina. Aerial photographer Bio Reconstruct shared the photos which show that the Liberty Bell riverboat is still floating in a service marina behind the Magic Kingdom and north of Disney's Contemporary Resort. She has been there since August 2025 after the Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island closed permanently on July 2nd or 7th, July 7th to make way for a new Cars area in Magic Kingdom. There's another picture there of the Liberty Bell riverboat. Rumors that the riverboat would be demolished circulated almost immediately, but were quickly proven false. Back in December 2025, we noticed that the Liberty Bell had been moved to a spot by a boat ramp, and we speculated that perhaps Disney was getting ready to tow her to another location. Obviously, this has not happened. Disney has not shared what plans it has for the Liberty Bell riverboat after Rivers of America, but since the boat remains intact and afloat, we wonder if her story is not over yet. The vessel previously led guests on a leisurely voyage on the rivers of America. It has a real working steam engine that took water from the rivers of America and converted it to steam power, thus propelling the steamboat forward. So Liberty Bell Riverboat is still there. So Lyle says, I agree. David, yep, should assist and replace to, yep, exactly. Well, Lyle, we don't know that we don't know that they're taking it apart. It looks like it's still there. It looks like it's still there and intact. They've just moved it. Yeah, there's a lot of things that they could do with the riverboat. I watched a video where there was speculation. And it was totally speculation. There's no confirmation of anything, but kind of speculation that they could work the Liberty Bell in some way into Villain's Land, and have like a homage to the Rescuers, the villain in Rescuers. It's kind of a far-fetched, I think, because that villain, I don't even remember what her name is, but she's not really a popular villain. But there's a boat in the Rescuers that loosely resembles the Liberty Bell, and so their thought was that it would become some kind of dining establishment or quick service, or I forget what exactly they said. Um, David T said, "Look out for this AI garbage and robots. A Chinese humanoid robot run a half marathon and wow." Um, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what, if anything, Disney has planned, but according to the article, the Liberty Bell is still there. It's still in existence as of quite recently. So I don't know what they would do. I would think my personal speculation is that they do use it within Magic Kingdom, and so that Villains Land, either that or something similar to, if they can kind of do something with it. But then again, they have removed the river from there, so I don't know how they're going to move it back into that part of the park easily. So that will be interesting. But anyway, those are the news. A lot of like construction updates. Minor construction updates. Over the last week. But that kind of updates that are kind of non-updates. For example, they're talking about they're painting somewhere. Okay, they're painting a wall somewhere. They put a tree in. They put stuff like that. So those articles don't really count. Kay Wilby, good morning. Happy Monday. Um, so anyway, and then the other articles are just there's a lot of merch coming out, merch coming everywhere. So I don't know if you guys want to hear me do like a merch overview of like merch stuff that I saw. I wouldn't be reading like full articles. It just kind of make a list to kind of say this theme of merch, this kind of merch was seen here or there. Um, so I don't know if you want to do that. I would touch on that um, a little bit. But that's all I had for news here on What in the Walt Disney World is going on. All right, let's continue with Dean's Dictionary. Today's word is susurration. Susurration. It is a noun and it means a soft whispering or rustling sound. A soft whispering or rustling sound. Susurration. So that's your word for today. A soft rustling, a soft, what did I say? A soft whispering or rustling sound. That is your word for today. And then we have words of life, something from the Bible for today. And I'm looking at it over here. We've got Matthew 11:28 through 30. Come to me, all who are weary. All right. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Well, that was Matthew 11. What did I say? This was 11:28. So I may actually put the scripture that the reference, and just put it on this banner here. To kind of like I did with the word, with the word of the day. But yeah, Matthew 11:28 through 30. All right, well, that's all I got for the stream today. Hopefully next week, actually next week, I got to talk to you guys about that. Next week, I have Disney plans. I'm going to be heading out. So if I do if I do Rooster Mode Activated next week, it will either be live but earlier, like 7:30, or maybe even earlier than that. I have plans to be down at Epcot next Monday, or I might do like a pre-recorded thing where I just come on, and that will probably not include Disney news. I might just come on. Great, it might just be like a short thing, but like a pre-recorded version of it. So we will see. We will see. I'll make that decision, and you'll see something. But so stay tuned to the channel. I am planning to stream at Epcot next Monday, so that actually might be a reason that I do some kind of pre-recorded thing. But stay tuned. Tomorrow I am going to be live from Hollywood Studios, 9:30 in the morning. I will be live strolling around there. We're going to be spending a lot of time in Batuu and Galaxy's Edge, kind of an early May the 4th stroll around Star Wars. So hopefully you join me for that tomorrow morning. And then, of course, Saturday, speaking of Star Wars, Saturday is, as I mentioned, the launch of the Turkey Lakester Zone. And we're going to kick it off with a Star Wars chat. So if you enjoy Star Wars, or even if you don't, hopefully you'll come back to the John for Saturday. Hopefully you'll come back for Saturday. And so, right. So, guys, have a great, wonderful Monday. Have a wonderful day. Have a great week. Take care. I'll see you next time right here on the channel and right here on Rooster Mode Activated. Thank you all. Take care. And we'll see you. Bye-bye.